can't believe it. Now I'm blocked for 90 days in two groups. I'm blocked for 6 days on my Facebook going live. At the end, you see, as soon, and the only thing I did was a picture of me saying, with my shirt going Free Pet King, on the side a little emoji that goes like this, and getting in Ottawa for peaceful reunion. They say sexual image. Free Pet King with a little emoji going like this. I salute you for the time you have did, and suddenly I'm banned for 90 days. This is another freedom, right? Now they're blocking me again from freedom of speech, freedom of rights. There was no sexual, absolutely nothing sexual in this. Zero. I'm completely devastated to see what kind of Canada we live in. It's bad. It's not only on the injection now. It's on what you can post. It's my Facebook. Do I promote violence? No. Do I promote any sexual things? No. Do I promote guns or arms? No. Never. Not once. Do I promote horror? No. Never. Not once. But for freedom of beliefs and freedom of rights and freedom of things I see on the internet and I believe in that are not gore, that are not violence, that it could be real. It could be. Maybe it's not. But maybe it is. So if it's an in-between the two, are we allowed to put it in? Because again, who tells Facebook that it's not? Oh, it's not been proved. How come? We're trying to prove to you, but you don't believe in it. You decide that, oh, it's fake. Like the fake news in Ottawa while we were there. We stole food from Shepherd of Good Hope. False. We parked on the Tome. The two cars that were there was maybe a brief moment of time. First of all, there was no gate. Second of all, they didn't came from here, so they just decided to park there. They didn't even know it was there. But as soon as they knew that it was that, what happened? They moved their car right away. Then the army, the veterans of the army, have taken care of this monument for 23 days. Every day it was broomed, shoveled, clean. Nothing was, it was spotless. Terry Fox had a flag upside down. What does a flag upside down mean? Means Canada's not going well. Again, it was there one day. They say we traumatized him. On the next day, he's been washed with hot water and soap. He's got flowers, candles, cards saying, we love, nice flag, everything. Again, not mentioned. Then they say we put a building on fire. We never did. The money from GoFundMe was not financed by any terrorists, by any means negative. It was only to help the people coming with gas, food, whatever. Were people in Ottawa violent? No. Could Ottawa people, like the truckers and the organization, be more together? Yes. All the government buildings didn't have any trucks in front. You could have settled all them down. Wellington, till the museum of War Museum was all open. You didn't close that. You could have all put trucks there. The bridge at the end. The city wanted to piss the people around, saying, like, no, we don't care about you. We'll put a big truck in front of your house. Again, how come it took 23 days and we didn't have one discussion with the PM, not even once? How come a PM is not able to negotiate? How come? How come the police didn't organize everything and say, okay, now we have an issue, okay, are they violent? No, not at all. Are they clean? It's spick and span, there's nothing. Is there alcohol? No, we didn't see some. Was there any arrestation? No, everybody were real peaceful, helpful, huggable, and so how come you needed these barbarians beating us up? How come you took our freedom fighter, peaceful freedom fighter again, spokesman, inside? How come Pat King, who has a disability, who has did this from his own heart, that's in jail for maximum security, getting maltreated, as we know. People seem to be, if they went to court or something, they're not able to talk about this. Pat King is maltreated right now. He's disabled, and the correctional service think it's funny, think it's acceptable. This guy is a great man. You should take care of this man. He's not a bad person. He did nothing wrong. If your PM would have sit down instead of inventing all sorts of law and so stupid actions, those were completely unnecessary. As a PM, you could have find millions of other options than this one, but you didn't. People seem to, oh, why are you fighting for? There's no more masks. There's no more vaccination. Yeah, except they're playing with my Facebook, right? They're banning me for sexual things that I never did. I never post. I never. That we, how can I say? That we are viewed as a bad person. That's the thing that worries me the most. Like we're criminals. Like we're gonna come in Ottawa and destroy our capital. Like we're that kind of people. After everything we did for 23 days, you're gonna still treat us as criminals. Don't you think it's not even thinkable right now in Canada? A country as great as Canada is gonna think that freedom fighters are here to destroy. We are not. We're here to give love, make lots of noise, being peaceful, honorable, respectful, polite. We took down as much as possible the FU Trudeau. But right now what I'm saying is, how the fuck can Pat King still be inside? Sorry my language, but after a while. How come? Then I'll use it. What the fuck is he still doing in jail? Senators, this is about human rights. Your job is about these things. Canadian human rights. He doesn't deserve to be there, and you all know it. There was nothing wrong with our movement. We do not want to dethrone the government, but we'd like to have some parties that are honest, respectful, honorable, not a straight line, and that's our mentality, and the other side almost put them in jail. Your job is to clean this. Your job as a senator is to sit down and understand that this goes against our moral as Canadian. The Parliament cannot control the news. It's not logic. You know this. The Supreme Court can't work hands in hands with the Parliament, implanting laws and laws and laws. The police officers are abusing the people, the Canadian, no matter he's a freedom or not. They think that they have all the rights and they can do whatever they want. And even if there's a child that's 12 years old right beside them, they'll put their hands on the gun. And do you understand the power you give to these officers? Do you understand, senators, what you must intervene in? People getting beat for being peaceful and say, you want a hug? Bang! With a stick. That's why we want the Hill. That's why we want to show you again that we could stay as much as we wanted and nothing's gonna go bad, because we're not here to do anything bad or violent or vulgar. But you gotta intervene. You gotta say to this PM that had 3 COVID, and each time there's a reunion or a little bit of action in Ottawa, suddenly he has the virus and he goes and hides for 15 days because he doesn't want to deal with it. If you don't want to deal with it, maybe you shouldn't be the PM of Canada. Maybe you should let somebody else that wants to be the PM, not for the paycheck, not for the title, but for the fact of being a good PM and changing things. Making sure that Canadian has laws protecting them, not laws to make police officer their job more easy about getting into somebody's private place or bank account. Or I'm sorry, but Pat King did nothing wrong. He did everything with his heart. He wouldn't have harmed nobody. He was there for all of us. We were there for each other. We helped ourselves as Canadians. We didn't destroy the city. We didn't do anything bad. It was noisy, yes. But again, the PM was sleeping for 23 days. He didn't want to negotiate. The only thing he could come up with was passing suddenly an emergency act. Or the bridge, I'll give it. That should have been one of the last kind of thing to do. But again, if the PM would have sit down and would realize, look, we're how many months later though? Almost 5 months, but you could have did this 5 months ago. It wouldn't have changed nothing. But again, no. He had the syndrome of the little guy that didn't win the little fight. I'm sorry to say. But for many years, Canada have accepted too much. And suddenly it woke up as a nation. We need to realize that we're not the same, not because we're different or we're different origin or no. Because once you arrive in Canada, you have your something else. You're part of a country that will accept you and love you for who you are. Don't buy it. Canadians don't like, are not, we're a nation that are proud of good people, not rich people, good people, people that were there. It's not because Pat King was rich that people believed in him. It's because of his heart, of his courage, of his passion, not to get more money and to ruin somebody or to take actions and inject things that has no studies and no. He was there to respect your choice. You wanted it, but it's not true that you're gonna stop all these truckers from traveling, from doing their job, from not having bread on their table though. That's why you was there supporting this. But this movement came bigger because there was other, even if it's the truckers not able to work, suddenly the Canadian that were abused of their freedom rights and their freedom beliefs suddenly stand up. Then it was the farmers, then it was the bikers, and then it was the country. No matter, then it was for saying, no, this will never happen again. We'll make sure that this kind of situation never happens again. We broke a lot of families. We ended a lot of business. We transferred all our money to a big American, or even, I don't know if Amazon is American or if it's an island somewhere but at the end, all these mom and pops that were making a little bit of bread, it's Amazon that took all their business. The gas price that's over $2.50, how long are you gonna accept this? 2 years ago, it was close to $1.25, $1.50, And we're gonna accept that it go up almost to $3, and we're gonna accept this. We're gonna accept that the house went sky high. We're gonna accept that everything, how can I say, everything that happened in the past 2 years, everything went up except what? The salary. Everything. But people think, oh, the house went up 33%. Okay, so my salary should go up 23%. Right? It's all relevant. But no. Who's making the money? The banks? The cities with their municipal taxes and things like that? The people that's gonna buy the bankrupt of people that not able to pay their big mortgage? The interest rates that goes up and up and up? Again, the freedom movement is all about this. It's not one little part. It's everything that's going wrong right now. But again, I'm not understanding why the senators are not able to put their feet down. How come being a senator, Again, you have this beautiful title to use as a Canadian, to defend rights of Canadians, to be there for Canadians. This is your role, your senators. That's what you do. How come you don't put your feet down? How come Pat King is still inside and we accept this? How come there's criminal charges on everybody but the people that got beat? These are the people that got criminal charge. The people that beat these people doesn't. And we're supposed to accept this for people that were peaceful. They got beat with arms, with everything. They got put to the side. They got jumped on with a horse. There's nothing that didn't happen to these Canadians. And you know it. Your officer is right in front. Again, why do you senators accept this? Your role is to put your feet down and realize that we need help as Canadians. Now I'm banned on my Facebook. We were only organizing so we make sure that there's some sort of control in Ottawa. Because if you bring the super vax believer with a group of not anti but against, they don't believe in it. And then suddenly you put this one together, some people may get offended. Good. So the government put the vaccinated people on Les Plaines Le Breton in front of the War Museum. Those are full vax, and they're more the people that don't want to get it into the freedom kind of movement. Okay. So the freedom movement were all in front of the Parliament and on Wellington Street. And again, it's a peaceful, honorable, clean, respectful organization and Canadian and movement being together. Because last time we were here, what happened? We've got beat and thrown out. For once, police officer, can you realize who we are? Having a heart, saying, listen, they've been through all of this now. We'll give them from Wednesday, 5 o'clock, to Sunday night, midnight, everybody has to be out of there. And we'll respect this. And you won't have to make any arrestation and you won't have to make any problems, because guess what? We'll do it for you. We're not there to get fucked up. No. We're not there for this. We're there with our shirts, our hat, and everything we have. Respectful, honorable, peaceful, without any arms or nothing. We're going to have our mouth, our shirt, saying free Pat King, because it's insane right now. Like, he's still in jail. We do not want to do anything bad. The only thing we want is for the government, the Supreme Court, the police officer, the mayor, the senators to understand that we did nothing wrong. I know the bridge. I was not part of that. I didn't say anything about that. I didn't say go for it. I didn't support this. What we did it with our heart, with our love, with our respect for our capital, Ottawa, Canada. And we got treated as terrorists, as I don't know. I don't know how you can explain. The barbarians on peaceful people that don't even defend themselves. What's the word for this? Because I don't. The news that always project the FU Trudeau in the back of the news to piss people off, while on everything else except that news channel, that's the only place where the FU Trudeau was all the time. Each time they did a report. In the back, that's what they put. And I have videos about this, and go see it. And now they're blocking me from Facebook again. For what? Because we got too much effect? Because we're too bright? Because we know that we can use our Facebook. We don't need your news channel. But you're gonna block us. And you're gonna block our content. Because it's too peaceful, too honorable, too lovable, too friendly, too... I don't know how you can say. We're not a family, but we are a country that finally are a family. That we respect each other. It's not your color. It's not your country you come from. Now you're in Canada. You're a Canadian. We'll respect you if you respect me. And let's grow and let's help ourselves. Let's not judge ourselves. Let's our mind being open to 2 kinds of ideas, to 3, 4, 5, 6 kinds of ideas. We're going to put Pat King inside, but people that rape kids or rape women or beat kids or, these are violence offender and they're on the violence offender list, but they're out in liberty. But Pat King that did nothing wrong but to help and being peaceful, this guy we're going to put in maximum security and we're going to maltreat him. It's not logic. It's not who I am. It's not the belief you're going to make me believe to accept and not to protest against this. And to show my kid, you want me to show my kid that my government is not able to talk, negotiate, do something? Nah, I'm sorry, but I'm gonna do everything I can to help this guy. Freedom George and Pat King, I'm gonna explain to you. They had this kind of group, they were, okay? And a lot of people wanted to be around, and me, I didn't want a picture with him. Me, what I wanted was to know him, to feel him, to understand him. But me, I'm a guy that I go, if I want something, I'm not shy. I go get it. If I have something to say, I get up and I say it. Pat, George, and everybody, let's go, freedom. The energy they brought was something I never felt. These 2 has changed me as a person. To see somebody that grabs a mic, and it's not to get famous that he grabs the mic, forget about it. It's to motivate. It's to give love. It's to bring up the country in front that is so down and so drained and so exhausted, up again, and we're gonna put this guy in jail. Makes no sense. All of this could have been ended really quick if the PM would have negotiated, sit down, being less stubborn. All these actions would have been different on the result of all of this. Me, if I do something wrong in life, I can admit that I did something wrong. If I did something right, and people are treating me like if I did something wrong, but I'm gonna defend myself saying I did not did anything wrong. And I'm gonna clear my name and I'm gonna support my decision. Again, free Pat King. He doesn't deserve to be there. He did nothing wrong. The only thing he did is help, love, and care for Canadians that were part of this movement. So I'm gonna please, I don't know how I can say this, to the Ottawa police, can you please make some, je sais pas, make your job. You'll see nothing's gonna be going wrong. But for the freedom people and things like that, can you please give them a little bit of space from Wednesday to Sunday? And all the freedom fighter Canadian who are coming will be able to set up a little, table to feed people and to, okay, we're not here to stay. We won't stay. But we would like to have the possibility to have kind of a peaceful ending of our movement that we have brought to Ottawa, that got destroyed by brutality. I don't think we're asking much. We're asking at least for some sort of platform that we can talk on. The possibility to have a couple of, tables to break the food. A couple of vehicles to make noise and things like this, but not to park and stay there. That's not what we want. But we would really like for the city to understand and to make a little bit of an effort for us Canadians that got beat. We're not here to do anything bad. We're here to give love, respect, speech, make a little bit of noise, dance. But nothing else than this. In life, why do I do this? I don't know. Because I believe in it. I believe that Canada is still the #1 country on earth. I still believe that freedom and respect and laws and your body, your choice, and your word and your actions in life, if it's not negative for the society, then yes, you're able to believe in this. You're allowed to not get in any kind of thing inside of you that you don't want to. that your Facebook won't be blocked because you believe in certain way. The news on the TV can have both sides of the story, not only one side. That it should be the same law for the Canadian that goes in court and say, I'm telling all the truth, nothing but the truth on the Bible. Then the politician or the big doctors at the biggest hospital, that all this thing, all this World Economic Forum that controls the government and the Supreme Court, but they don't control the senators. That's one thing they don't control, and I know for a fact. So at the end, there's still hope. I don't want to live in a country where dictation and the non-respect of my belief is not important, or I'll get in prison because I believe in a certain way. That's the thing we must understand in Canada. That's what's coming. What's in my bank account, digital currency and this and that, and they want to know where you go and your tracking and your interaction and everything. It's bad. It's not good for our society to live this way. It's not good for our children to live into this kind of world. For followers, it's the best world for them. But for leaders, it's the worst thing that can happen. Leaders find new things. Leaders, they won't want the paycheck. They don't want this. They just want to make it. They just want to succeed. They just want to help and to grab it and to lead a good way. Followers, they want to tell what to do, when to do, and how to do it. Free Pat King. Free this man. Free Pat King. I wish you all the best. Have a great night. Canada Day starts on Wednesday, 29th of June. 9 days, BC, Alberta, Manitoba, let's go. It's time for you guys and all the East, Île-du-Prince-Édouard, Nouvelle-Écosse, Terre-Neuve, tout ça. Let's go. Nouveau-Brunswick, it's time. We need support. We need peaceful Canadian in Ottawa. That's what we need. No violence. No big party. We're getting fucked up. No. It's not about this. On this, I wish you all the best. Have a great night. Peace out. Madven.